Okay, I'm going to gavel open this open session of the National Advisory Council for Human Genome Research. I will do so in a very celebratory way by pointing out the following history. On January 22nd, 1991, the then National Center for Human Genome Research held its first advisory council meeting. For those who are counting, we are now 11,927 days later, and this is the 100th meeting of this National Advisory Council for Human Genome Research. So we have made this remarkable milestone, and for that we will be celebrating. We're going to celebrate in a number of ways. First of all, at all council members' seats, we started with glow sticks because I was told that no celebration is complete without glow sticks. So we haven't choreographed how we're going to use them. We're going to let the creativity of staff and council members decide how best to use the glow sticks. And after my director's report, I will have more to say about celebrating the 100th meeting of this council. I will also reveal details such as that this is my 43rd council meeting. I will also formally make the announcement that I do not plan to still be NHGRI director at the 200th meeting of this. I will follow the spirit we've heard in politics that it is, or by then will be time for new leadership, younger leadership, to take over the Institute. So anyone counting on me still being in this chair, another 100 council meetings from now, you will be disappointed. I will not be here. With that, I will turn it over to our outstanding Executive Secretary, Rudy Pizzotti, who will guide us through the open session.
Thank you, Eric. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the open session of the September council meeting. I want to remind the council members that a videotape is being created for this meeting, and it will be archived on the council webpage at genome.gov. There are also people viewing this webcast, and this goes back to 2011. I think you can find webcasts of the open session of our council recorded there. We have several new staff members to introduce, so Sarah, do you want to bring them up? Okay, let's start with Elizabeth Dietz. Before coming to NHGRI, Liz worked at the Hastings Center as a research assistant and project manager. Liz then earned a doctoral degree in biology and society from Arizona State University. Dr. Dietz's research interests include studies that examine how bioethical questions are raised and to explore questions at the intersection of reproductive justice and disability justice. Liz now joins the Office of Communications as an Intramural Research Training Award, or IRTA, postdoctoral fellow, splitting time in the History of Genomics program and the Bioethics Core. Welcome, Liz. And next we have Dr. Theo Tiffany. Theo earned a doctoral degree in bioethics, policy, and law from Arizona State University. Theo is joining the Office of Communications as a communications specialist. Prior to joining NHGRI, Theo completed a AAAS Science and Technology Policy Fellowship with placements in the Department of Veterans Affairs National Artificial Intelligence Institute and the NIH Office of AIDS Research. Welcome, Theo. Moving from the Office of the Director to the Extramural Research Program, we'll start with Helen Thompson. Helen is not new to NHGRI. She began in 2021 as a program analyst who supported the computational genomics and data science programs. Very recently, Helen transitioned to the role of program specialist in the Office of Genomic Data Science. Welcome back, Helen. Next, we welcome Espers Mifwilwakanda. Espers graduated from East Carolina University with a bachelor's degree in public health. Before joining NHGRI in June of this year, she worked as a public health and environmental health research analyst for the consulting firm, the Cadmus Group. Espers is a program specialist working in the Division of Genomic Medicine. Next, we have Vanessa Campos. Vanessa has a Bachelor of Science degree in Health Administration and an MPH degree in Epidemiology from George Mason University. For the past 6 years, Vanessa has worked in a variety of healthcare-related positions that include both clinical and administrative responsibilities. Vanessa is a scientific program analyst who will support multiple activities in the Division of Extramural Operations. Welcome, Vanessa. We have a new cohort of program analysts to introduce to you. They started working in the last 6 or so weeks at NHGRI in the Extramural Research Program. We'll begin with Ben Cubbert. Ben earned a master's in science in biotechnology with a specialty in biotechnology management from the University of Maryland. He completed his master's degree while working in the pharmaceutical industry. At NHGRI, he will work on the technology development and small business research programs, and he will be part of the clinical trials oversight group. Welcome, Ben. Next is Nick Keller. Nick recently graduated from the University of Montana with a Bachelor of Science degree in biology with a concentration in genetics and evolution. Before coming to NHGRI, Nick worked with the U.S. Forest Service on their environmental DNA program that uses DNA sequence data to help survey for rare and invasive wildlife. Nick will support NHGRI's computational genomics and data science programs. Welcome, Nick. Next is Afia Asare. Afia recently graduated from Catholic University in Washington, D.C., where she earned a Bachelor of Science degree in biology. While at Catholic, she conducted research on transcription factors in C. elegans. Afia will support the Impact of Genetic Variation on Function project. Welcome, Afia. Next is Sarah Anstis. Sarah graduated from Christopher Newport University with a Bachelor of Science degree in biochemistry and minors in Spanish and leadership studies. At Christopher Newport, she conducted research using green fluorescent protein as a marker for gene expression studies. She also interned at a molecular biology lab in Costa Rica, where she worked on a project to define the causes of different forms of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Sarah will support the ELSI research program and the Impact of Genomic Variation on Function project. Welcome, Sarah. Next, we'll welcome Maji Loduomgoto. Maji graduated from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, with a Bachelor's of Science degree in Translational Life Science Technology in the Bioinformatics track. While at UMBC, Maji interned in a molecular biology lab where she studied the effects of COVID-19 on cytokine expression in a lung carcinoma cell line. Maji will support the Bridge to Artificial Intelligence or Bridge to AI program. Welcome, Maji. Next, we have Alessandra Serrano Marroquin. Alessandra will support the Clinical Genome Resources or ClinGen project and the Centers of Excellence in Genomic Sciences or CEGS program. Alessandra is a recent graduate of Cal State Northridge, where she earned a Bachelor's of Art degree in biology. At Northridge, she was awarded the Build Potter Scholar Award and performed research where she identified and characterized the promoter region of the FOXR1 gene. Alessandra also recently interned as a genetic counseling assistant for a group of genetic counselors who specialized in pre-implantation genetic testing. Welcome, Alessandra. Next is Wayne Ogbajoris. Wayne is a recent graduate of Virginia Commonwealth University, where she earned a Bachelor of Science degree in biology and a minor in chemistry. Wayne will work on the Phenotypes and Exposures Toolkit, the Advancing Genomic Medicine Research Program, and will support activities in the Training Diversity and Health Equity Office. Welcome, Wayne. Next is Nick Nguyen. Nick earned an undergraduate degree in biology from George Washington University. He went on to earn a Master's of Health Sciences degree and a certificate of completion as a physician's assistant from Duke University School of Medicine. Before joining NHGRI, Nick worked at the Cancer Institute, abstracting data from hematological malignancies from clinical trials. At NHGRI, Nick will support the financial and strategic planning system that we use for budget tracking and the International 100K Cohorts Consortium. Welcome, Nick. So apologies to people whose names I mispronounced. I have several decades of personal experience with that, so I can relate. That's a lot of new people, and I want to share with you that last week I had 3 people come up to me and ask me, "Are you getting excited about council?" And I maintained a very professional demeanor, but thought, no, it's a lot of work. Took me, I guess, somewhere between the second and third greeting, I caught the spirit. And I realized the importance of having new people around you, not for just new impressions, but to remind you of some of the good old things that you may have lost the meaning of. It also told me the importance of face-to-face meetings, and I thank all of you for attending today, because no one sent me an email asking me if I was excited about council next week. All right, I want to acknowledge our Council Society liaison members who are attending the meeting today, some remotely. NHGRI from the International Society of Nurses and Genetics, Mona Miller from the American Society of Human Genetics, Georgia Boley from the Genetic Alliance, Rhonda Schonberg and Leila Jamal from the National Society of Genetic Counselors. I'd like to acknowledge Maya Venzanten to my left and Sarah Anstis. Maya will be taking notes and preparing the minutes for this September meeting, and Sarah will be collecting and showing the PowerPoint slides today. Council members, I seek your approval of the council minutes from the May 2023 meeting. Are there any comments or edits that need to be made to the minutes? If not, can I have a motion to accept and a second? All in favor? Any opposed? Anyone wishing to abstain? It's the easiest vote of the day, right? Okay, future meeting dates. Please note the dates of the next 6 council meetings for 2024 and 2025. They're on the open session agenda, which is in the electronic council book. If you find a conflict with any of those dates, please notify me and Comfort Brown. And now I'm going to yield the floor to Eric for the director's report.